This week, we discuss gasless minting at Curate, and Google partners with Dapper Labs. Also, Nissan enters the NFT space. And is Snoop Dogg really a huge NFT collector? This and more. Stay tuned, and welcome to NFTs with Keys. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for all that NFT news you need. Thank you, Rick, for being here.
Always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm going to jump this off today on this episode. Curate, I guess, is announced that they do gasless minting. Yeah, and Curate is the first NFT marketplace to be approved by both app stores, so it's out there.
Wait, you said gasless minting.
Gasless.
Continue.
So the NFT marketplace uses blockchain agnostic technology, which I figured you'd be kind of interested in that.
Big fan.
Yeah, so that's how they offer gasless transactions, apparently. They're really big on being green. They were also the first to sign the carbon crypto accords, which vows to become carbon neutral by 2030, which I think is pretty cool because, like, in recent, I guess this year, really, you've seen Elon Musk talk about, the negative effects of the miners, especially Bitcoin miners and other stuff like that.
Absolutely.
So I think that's kind of cool. I don't know exactly how. I mean, you might be able to better understand that because you love the agnostic blockchain technology. So I don't know how would you get gasless minting that way?
I'll tell you how. When you start taking NFTs and putting them on a layer outside of Ethereum. When you start taking NFTs directly outside of the ETH mainnet, you can start creating NFTs, trading, selling them without having to really worry about gas fees. You're putting all of that heavy lifting outside of the blockchain. And then you're just using the mainnet for the transaction itself. So is there going to be a gas fee at some point in this? Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of goes with what the CFO actually said. He said, Curate aims to bring crazy simplicity to NFTs and creates a harmonious ecosystem consisting of all blockchain or all major blockchain features without complexities and gas fees. It kind of sounds like what you're saying. Yeah. Step outside of ETH and you're going to get gasless minting.
Yeah, that's exactly. Once you start stepping outside of these main nets and you get gasless minting and you get NFT, you start to paint the picture of NFTs that can be used outside of Ethereum itself, and that excites me.
Yeah. I mean, they've obviously done really well. They've recorded 7 million in trading volume since Q1. So, I mean, we are nearing the end of the, third quarter or the fourth quarter or something like that. So it's like this is just this year. And they've also made big partnerships with Travala, Shopping.io, Ron Gold, Alugran, Chainlink, Avalanche, Moonbeam, and Matic. And Speaking of Matic, they're actually the Polygon, they're interested in working with Polygon and enabling Matic as a payment option as well to mint. So I think that's pretty cool too. Although I think spreading yourself that wide might be an issue, but that's probably the main way they get the gasless minting is the agnostic blockchain.
It's funny. It seems like it's being spread really wide, but when you take it outside of when it's blockchain agnostic, they really only need to focus on this one component. I'm personally really excited. I'm really excited.
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's really, I mean, let's be honest out there. Anybody who collects NFTs or is an NFT artist, you don't really care what blockchain it's on. Sure, there's some prestige to being, on ETH or whatever compared to Tezos or Cardano, but it's kind of we don't really care as collectors and artists. They just want to put out their art out there for everyone to get, so they'll go to any blockchain if it works for them. So I think an agnostic way of looking at that is probably the best way and truly the future for NFTs.
That's cool.
Yeah, and going on too, OpenSea's actually launched an app which it's available for iOS and Android, which is cool. You can view collections and projects, and as well as follow projects that you see on there. But, and this is a big but, you can't buy anything.
I wonder why. Is it technical limitations or
I really don't know. I mean, maybe there's some weird thing where, because you when you think about it, you got to link your MetaMask or you got to link a wallet to the website itself.
I think you just hit the nail on the head there. This looks like they're probably priming themselves for their own wallet.
Yeah, I think that
more than likely,
and they want to see how much people actually use it. I mean, I haven't downloaded it. I did look at it a little bit, and I mean, I'd rather just go to the website and have the ability to purchase stuff. But I could see that, or maybe possibly it could be a partnership with MetaMask.
It could be, but yeah, that looks more to me like it's probably going to be something along the lines of their own wallet.
Yeah, I think so too. And then yeah, so also Google and Dapper Labs, they partnered up recently, which I don't know. Anytime I hear Google getting into something, it makes me kind of nervous. I mean, don't kill me, Google. I mean, you don't kill people.
Your creations do. I mean, you're not Skynet. Yeah. I completely don't believe that.
I know Boston Dynamics.
Right.
You owned them for a while. But anyways, like, you know, when Google gets into something, I kind of get concerned because Google tends to buy a company once a week for like the last like few decades.
Yeah.
So them partnering up with Dapper Labs kind of concerns me. But, you know, let's give them a fair shake at it, you know. So basically they're joining forces to help support Web3 products and services. So it sounds like it could be a new NFT marketplace powered by Google, which would be huge and come with a lot of infrastructure and a lot of power for them. Part of the deal is that Google Cloud will also serve as a network operator for the Flow blockchain.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool too, because
I use the Google Cloud platform personally. I can tell you that it's a very, very wonderful platform. I mean,
Janet Kennedy, the vice president of Google Cloud North America, said that the partnership will help Dapper expand operations through scalability and secure infrastructure.
Absolutely.
And so I think that's the real benefit here. But again, I kind of get worried when Google steps into something like this, because Google only steps into something like this typically to kind of suppress anyone who it might have a new technology emerging that puts Google back not at number one. That's why they've been buying, you know, companies, you know, once a week for, you know, a couple decades now. That's something that they do. I mean, it seems it's not really shady. I mean, they can do that.
True.
If the people want to sell, they sell, you know.
And everyone's got a number at some point.
Yeah, at some point everyone has a number, you know. So it's like, I get it. And again, I want to give the benefit of the doubt to Google, especially because Google Cloud is awesome. I use it too.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, again, Dapper, if you don't know out there, Dapper Labs is most known for the NBA Top Shot stuff and the Crypto Kitties, kind of the first OG breed NFT game kind of thing.
You know, it's funny that we're talking about this now, and I'm going to look back at this video probably a year from now. But I suspect there's going to be a war with these storage companies, Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud platforms, other database storage areas of, you know, we're the best NFT host. You know, we're the most stable NFT host. Host your NFTs here, or we have the most secure, most trusted NFT database. And you know, Google, AWS, Cisco, IBM. Let IBM Watson figure out where your next NFT is going to be. The wacky Norwal. The nifty Norwal.
If someone steals that,
I want
or
one.
if it is one, send us the link, because that's cool.
Nifty Norwal,
Nifty
please help.
Norwal sounds good. I like that.
Nifty Norwal.
Yeah, so in some other news too, Gary Vee, you know, not know him personally, but you've heard of Gary Vee.
Oh yeah, I mean Gary Vee, of course.
He launched an NFT platform called Art Official. With gallerist Vito Schnabel. I'm not sure how to say his name, and I feel
prefer
really
Schnabel.
Schnabel sounds cool, I guess. I don't know. Well, yeah, it works a little bit better. I apologize on the enunciation. Please tell me in the comments.
Probably something like Schnabel.
Schnabel, yeah, probably. But anyways, so this guy Vito and Gary Vee, they launched this platform called Art Official. It's a play on the word artificial. Clearly.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Art Official.
Yeah, Art Official.
Okay.
The first auction on the platform was 4 NFTs by an Italian artist named Francesco Clemente. Each of his NFTs will be packaged, which this is really cool. It's packaged with an additional experience, such as a live portrait session with Clemente.
Oh.
And he'll paint the buyer. I can't even say this name, Milarepa's dream, which I guess currently that painting is currently valued at $29,000. So by just buying one of these NFTs, you're kind of investing in physical art by clearly a big artist, because he's charging $29,000 for, you know, a painting is insane. But like, not really, because we are in the NFT space, so you understand.
You know,
that's really only what,
really.
10 ETH? That's only 10 ETH.
I mean, what's stopping these artists at this point from opening up Twitch, creating a live stream, go ahead and doing some digital art right there on the live stream, NFTing it, selling that NFT immediately? Like, have the auction right there, bam.
It's interesting that you say that. It's like I see people doing like how they made the art and it's all time lapse and it goes really fast and stuff. Like, I'm surprised that artists don't sell that, because some of these artists could sell that.
I swear, if someone out there takes this idea and they make some platform and make a bunch of money off this, I want you to reference NFTs with keys.
Yes, please. And also, too, what's cool about this platform is apparently one of the other NFTs that are going to be launching sometime this month is the first ever NFT opera, and it's done by Mason Bates. I don't know why that seems really cool, and I don't know how that's going to work, because an opera is usually a couple hours long, at least a good one.
Yes. I wouldn't mind going to see that. I've heard good things about shows like that. It's the what do they call that? The subtext. It's all about the subtext.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. And also too, you did you hear about Nissan getting into NFTs?
Oh, why doesn't this surprise me?
No, but this one I think is probably the coolest auction that I'm talking about in this episode.
Okay.
Nissan of Canada is dropping an NFT of their GTR. The famous GTR.
Yeah.
You know that it's just now getting more approval in the United States for that car to come back here. Mm-hmm. It's usually been a banned car. It's basically the holy grail for Japanese, rally and drift type cars.
Okay.
Those import cars. And so the NFT is being done by Alex McLeod or Lennon Lode or whatever. I'm not sure. Sorry again. I'm terrible with last names, especially foreign ones. I'm too American, I guess. The artwork features the GTR in 3 different environments. The artist said that he really thought about how the GTR Nismo Special Edition not only transports us physically, but emotionally and psychologically, and it aimed to capture the feeling through his work.
Okay.
So he put a lot into it, and I've saw some of the NFTs, and I think they're pretty cool. Not really up my alley, especially for the price. The NFT's reserve price is $220,000.
Oh, geez.
But it also comes with the actual car.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in it. Yeah, I'm cool.
I'm not a big fan of some of the NFTs. I think the art is pretty cool. I'm not it's not something that screams I'd want. But if I had $300K lying around, I would jump into that auction. Hell yeah. I would love to have a 3.8 liter twin turbo V6 that pushes 600 horse.
I don't need that much car at all.
No, you do need that much car. What are you talking about? If you got rich, you'd be buying a Lambo.
No. If I got rich, I would buy a very, very nice, but very, very economical Tesla Cybertruck. Let's be honest here, people. Who drives a Cybertruck? This guy. I will be driving the Cybertruck. And then I will dock my other tinier car in the back of my Cybertruck.
Are you going to get a Mini Cooper again? Or a smart car? It has to be a smart car.
Yeah. It's a Tesla. Why wouldn't the Tesla have a dockable smart car? Come on. That's good.
Oh, man. You make me laugh, bro.
I spit facts.
Yeah. I mean, that is a fact. So also, too, Snoop Dogg recently revealed that he's a huge NFT collector, apparently. I mean, that's if you believe everything you read on Twitter, which do not do, kids.
Right.
Do not do. So Snoop announced that he's Cosimo de Medici. Oh my, I can't even say it. Medici. Wow, crap. So Cosimo de Medici. So apparently Snoop tried to say that's who he is. Medici announced on Twitter that he would reveal who he really is.
Okay.
And then basically Snoop Dogg jumped in right after that, for maybe an hour after, and said that he is in fact Medici. But is he really? A lot of people did some sleuthing on this. The Snoop Dogg also put out a tweet to his followers that said follow the wallet.
Of course.
So it kind of seemed more like a treasure hunt at this point. So some people started throwing red flags, but some people were like, maybe he's giving something away or something, Then Medici offered the first 10 people to his followers, his 50 million followers, that if they found the secret soiree, they get a secret ticket. So they were all found, and the ticket basically got you to a Snoop Dogg Day party pass.
That's cool.
So in the metaverse, you got to go into this like world, and it was like a whole, like Snoop Dogg party, drop it like it's hot's playing. There was like pixelated pot leaves and some other things, and so I mean, like there's only so much you can do in the metaverse at this point, but like that's really cool for the 10 people that found it.
That is pretty cool.
But the thing is, that also really resembled a tweet that Snoop put out of basically the same thing that was hosted by the Sandbox, which Medici owns tokens in. So then there's that. So it's like, is this just a play to use Snoop Dogg's 18 million followers to gain more people to buy into that? Because when famous people buy into it, people go into so that's where there's some speculation. There's also more speculation where Medici says he lives in Italy, and Snoop Dogg has been nowhere near Italy for the last like year and a half. So that's kind of an interesting, like, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
And like Medici's been posting photos of himself, or not of himself, but of Italy for the last like year and a half. And back in October, Medici posted a photo of himself apparently with Jason Derulo in Italy back in October, and Jason Derulo was in Italy for a wedding in October. And so basically that seems kind of like, oh, and I forgot to say, he's a lot shorter than Snoop, and he's white. So I'm pretty sure.
Wait, Snoop's not white?
No.
Huh. I've been listening to the wrong man for years.
So yeah, I think it's kind of like at this point being almost confirmed without them confirming it that Medici is not Snoop Dogg.
Brought to you by Keys.
No, this was broken earlier last night, but it's one of those things. Like I think at this point you can kind of don't believe everything on Twitter, but it was kind of cool. I do think that's kind of an interesting way to do marketing.
Yeah.
To bring more of the mainstream people into NFTs by grabbing. Sure, I mean Snoop does love some NFTs and other stuff like that, and he's been kind of active with the crypto world a little bit more. But at the same time, a lot of his fans might not be, and then when he comes out like that, that also helps him with sales for Medici's 50 million, and it kind of reconfirms that Snoop Dogg is kind of a legitimate person in NFTs, I guess. So, I mean that. Who knows? We'll see what happens next week, and if something crazy happens, I'll definitely let everybody know out there. I'll try to push out some more information.
See, I'm hoping that Tom Brady does something crazy in the NFT world. You know how Brady loves them NFTs.
Yeah, and actually. No, we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that next week. But thank you for tuning in, everybody. Thank you, Rick, for being here.
Of course.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell, share, comment, do everything. We would love the help. Also, go follow me at Twitter at NFTs with Keys. And also, please go follow my friends over at Argyros Crypto and at Crypto Bytes Pod.
Thank you.
Again, thank you again. I'm going to get too many agains. Anyways, deuces.
Vegetables.